Hey YouTube, Sandy Frank here. Today we're doing part 4 of this 151 card PSA reveal, blind reveal. This has been actually really fairly graded, probably a little bit better than fair graded order if I was being honest. So it's been pretty fun. Haven't been a lot of frustrating moments here. And we'll just drive on. And it's been pretty cool because a wide selection of different years of Pokemon. So not all like all ultra modern cards or all old ones. Nice little mix. Definitely some wear on that upper corner and that corner. Definitely thick on top. So this card is not perfect. Mega Ampharos Ex. This is from Ancient Origins. Love the full art Mega cards. Definitely looks thicker on top though. And it's pretty severely off-center. I'm going to guess an 8. And got a 9. Alright. We will take it. Got a 9 on that card. This card, you can see there's a little, teeny little crimp mark right there at the very top. You can see that there. You can see right there. So I wonder if this is from a 10. So that makes it a strong possibility of being a promo. So it's thicker on the bottom, a little bit thicker there. Got a white dot there. And this grader is definitely taken off for like little crimp spots. Oh, it's a Shining Celebi from the Shining Legends promo box. So it was a promo in it. Yeah, you can see that little crimp spot on this side too. So yeah, it's probably no better than an 8. I got an 8. They were actually really generous to give that an 8. Alright. Alright, this card, wow, it looks really good. Edges and everything look good. It is a little bit thin on this side, I will say. Morpeko VMAX from Sword and Shield Rainbow Rare. I like the Rainbow Rares, but now that they've been coming out with the alternate art VMAXs, these have definitely been overshadowed by those new cards like that. That looks like an easy 10. 9! Wow. I wonder what they counted off on that. Maybe back centering? Okay, yeah, I guess I can see that. The front centering doesn't look too bad though. We got a 9 on the Morpeko VMAX. This card honestly looks perfect on the back. That is a nice looking back of the card. Lapras VMAX. Alright, this one, this is from Sword and Shield also. Rainbow Rare, Secret Rare. These Rainbow Rare, Secret Rares are so tough to pull. But they are a little bit, I think some people don't like the rainbow look. You just can't see the Pokemon as good. I get that, but they are super tough pulls. That looks like an easy 10. That's definitely better centering than Morpeko. Yeah, PSA 10. That's a nice one on the Lapras VMAX. Okay. Okay, on the back of this card looks perfect to me. Dreadnought VMAX. Now it definitely looks off-center on the front. Thicker on this side than that side. And the bottom. So I'm guessing this is probably a 9. Yep, PSA 9. Centering bit it. Another Secret Rare, Rainbow Rare. That one's from Champion's Path. This card, definitely a little white dot on a couple of these corners. Maybe thicker on this side than that side. Reshiram. This is from Radiant Collection, Legendary Treasures. Man, these are so tough to grade. But that looks like, I would guess that's a 9. An 8. They are very stingy with Radiant Collection cards. Whoa, a lot of wear on that upper edge. Quite a bit on the bottom also. But the sides look pretty good. Vileplume from Jungle. Just a rare non-holo card. I'm gonna guess 7. Ooh, got an 8. That shocks me. That does not seem like an 8 should have that much of a kind of like a chewed up upper edge. If you look at that, a lot of whitening along there. But we'll take it. All right, edges and corners are perfect on that. It is a little bit thicker on top and a little bit thicker on this side. Sylveon Gx full art. What a cool looking card from Guardians Rising. Man, that looks like a 10. Come on. Can we please get a 10 on the Sylveon? 9. Darn it. Man, that is a strong 9. I would trade this 9 for some of these other 10s we got. That's frustrating because that's a beautiful card. This one, big white spot on that corner. There's one there, one there. Ooh, Shaman Ex. This is next Destinies. For whatever reason, people just were not buying Pokemon cards in the black and white era. I think there's some beautiful EX cards in those sets. I'm guessing the best we could even hope to get is a 9. It's probably more like an 8 with that big chunk in that corner right there. I think that makes an 8. Yep, PSA 8. Totally fair, but that is a really cool looking card. I like it. Alright, this one, don't know what that is. I don't know, the mark on the card, that little black dot. Doesn't seem like it should be there. Maybe it's a ink error. Definitely thicker on top, but I mean the edges and corners look great. Bayonet Gx full art. Yeah, definitely thicker on top. This is from Celestial Storm. I'm guessing this is probably a 9. I don't know how much they would count off for that black mark, little black dot back there. A 10. Oh man, come on now. This card got a 9, and this one gets a 10. Ugh, it's frustrating. I just don't get what they look at sometimes. Like, you wonder if they got them mixed up or something. Alright. This one, tiniest little white dot there. One right there. Centering's decent, but it is a little bit thinner on that side. Pikachu Cracked Ice. These were from Evolution's theme decks. And I found some on clearance one day and bought a handful of them. The centering's not perfect on that, so I think this could get a 9. Yeah, PSA 9 on the Cracked Ice Pikachu. Okay, this one definitely thin on this side. A tiny little white dot, a couple of them on the top, one down that corner, but they're just tiny little white dots. Mega Rayquaza EX, such a cool looking card from Roaring Skies. I believe I've gotten this one in a 10 before. Can we get a 9? Actually, could we get a 10? 9. Alright, I can buy that as a 9. Just a mean looking card. Yeah, the centering. Yeah, it's definitely not 10. So we got 9 on that one. This one looks really good on the back. Maybe a little bit of just maybe a miscut, like didn't cut like a crisp cut like these other corners. No whitening, but just like If you hold it at an angle, you can see a little bit of that white edge of the card. But I don't know if they would count off for that. It is a little bit thicker there. Charizard and Gx. I would love for this to get a 10. I think it'd be not the strongest 10 ever, but I think it could. Oh, I got a 9. It is a little bit thicker on that side. Alright, it's not perfect, so we got the 9. Alright, this card got a white dot down there, and so 3 of the corners have a little white dot. Mewtwo Gx, another Next Destiny's EX card. This has been in my collection for many years. I would say it's a little bit thicker on the bottom. Can we get a 9 on the Mewtwo? Yes, we did get a 9. You watch, the pop over here is going to be very low on this card. Just some of those black and white sets, people have never graded them. It was kind of a dark period in Pokemon, I think. Not a lot of people digging it. And those boxes are super expensive now. Alright. I was just fortunate because that was like my youngest. That was his prime Pokemon years, just the black and white era, so we were buying packs back then. I'm sure he still has all his. This one, thicker on this side, a little bit thinner over there. Malamar VMAX Rainbow Rare. I'd love to have every single Rainbow Rare VMAX Pokemon card graded as PSA 10 someday. It's probably not going to be that hard because a lot of people don't like the rainbows. That looks like an easy 10 from Rebel Clash. Yep, there we go. Rebel Clash, very high quality set, grades well. Not difficult to get PSA 10s from that. This card, now here we got the skew going again. Except the skew is going and it's a little thin over on this side. It's like it's twisted this way. Sheets didn't line up very good in the old Pokemon cutting machine. And usually when it's like that, it means it's evolutions. No, it's Rebel Clash. That's surprising because Rebel Clash is usually dead on. But this is probably like an 8, maybe 9. PSA 10. How? I don't get it. Alright, it's a PSA 10, but moving on. Alright, that one, a lot of whitening on that edge, or that corner. There's a white dot up there. It doesn't look crispy, minty. Oh, Wartortle. This is from Expedition Reverse Holo. I sent it in because it looked like it was in really good shape. And these e-reader sets are really tough to find. Can we get like a 9 on this? Oh, 7. I was being way hopeful right there. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That when you have that much whitening on a corner, they're going to ding you heavily on that. It's definitely not a 9. Alright. But the reverses look really cool from those sets. Alright, a little bit of whitening up there. Oh, we even have an e-reader card in this this order here. Pretty big white spot down that corner. Definitely it seems like it's thicker around those sides. Oh, mining. This is a EX Dragon Holo. Something on my case right there. It's not on the card. Let's see if I can see scratches on the holo. I don't. Pretty clean. I think it's more of an 8 than a 9. So I'll say 8. Yep, PSA 8. Very fairly graded. There's probably not a ton of those graded. Centering looks pretty good on this one. There is a little tiny little white dot there in that corner. Not super tiny, but it's just on the little... Oh, Battle Academy. Charizard. It's a non-holo Charizard. It's the same Charizard that was on the Dragon Majesty, but it's a non-holo from those. And you got that Charizard symbol down there. To me, this looks like it could get a 10. It gets a 9. That's probably fair. This is definitely not a card I would grade today, but I do have a Charizard registry, so I'll be keeping that for my registry. And hopefully move up the rankings there. Because I bet you there's not a lot of people that have that graded. There's a white spot on these two bottom corners. Besides that, looks pretty good. Ooh, Gyarados. This is from a theme deck. A Gyarados deck. Really cool artwork by Arita, I believe. Yes, Mitsuhiro Arita. He does a lot of the Gyarados arts. Just a cool card. Come on, can we get it? It's not 10. Can we somehow squeeze a weak 9 out of this? An 8. Yeah, it's an 8. Definitely not as nice as what you would expect for a 9. That's a really cool card. Very thick on top. There's two white spots there. A tiny little white spot there. One down there. Yeah, let's see. Pikachu. This is my black and white secret rare Pikachu. I bought this off eBay. I love this card. I love the flavor text down there. This is an extremely rare Pikachu card. You're very lucky to have found it. I didn't even know this card existed for many years. And then I was looking for Pikachu cards on eBay, and I saw that there was a secret rare in the black and white set. I had no idea the black and white set had a secret rare. And I love it. It's a shining Pikachu kind of. And it's got a really cool lightning bolt symbol right there. It's kind of hard to see it on camera. There it is. I don't think it could be a 10. The best possible grade would be a 9, and that would be... I'd be so happy to have this in a 9. Yes! PSA 9 on the secret rare black and white Pikachu. That is awesome, just buying one raw off eBay. Wow. I'll take that. I lucked out right there on getting a nice condition one. I bought other rare Pikachus on eBay, and when you get them back, they're just not that nice. There's a little white spot in that corner and that one. Centering looks pretty good. Ooh, Rayquaza. This is a reverse holo rare. Team Cynthia or whatever. I don't think that's what that means, but it's got Cynthia on the front. Really cool looking card. I've not done very well with these, and I can see if you hold it at the exact right angle, there's a couple of scratches. Can we somehow squeeze an 8 on this one? Yes, okay, we did get the 8. I will take that. Very cool card. One of the more rare Rayquaza cards, I would say. Just, it probably isn't worth much, but it's just really tough to find. Very thick on the bottom. Edges and everything look great. Ooh, I almost want to save this card. I love this promo. It is an alternate art tag team promo. This is an awesome Charizard promo card. Charizard's kind of small on the card and Braixen's up here, but it's just so cool. And it's way more uncommon to find this card than like the Charizard V from the Champions Path Elite Trainer boxes. to me, this is a much cooler card. Plus, it's one of these tag team cards. It's a tag team card you never see. And it's Charizard. Come on, let's get a 10. Yes! Alright. I'm trying to get these cards in PSA 10s for my collection. And that is huge to get that one as a 10. Oh man, that is awesome. Whew, that kind of makes the order for me. I was really hoping for a 10 on that card. Oh, we got a bend here. You can see the light deflect differently there. Yeah, you can see it right there, right where my thumb is. There's a bend in that card. How this got sent in with a bend, I don't know. Eevee with the bend. It's definitely creased at that bend. Man, I did not look at this at all, did I? Jeez. And it's off-centered. I'm guessing it's a 5 with the bend. The only thing I can think of how in the world this would have got a 9 is it got damaged being put into this holder. Because, number one, I wouldn't have sent it in a modern card like this with a bend and a crease. And number two, there is no way PSA would have graded that as a 9 with a clear crease at the bottom of the card. They're not that sloppy. They might get sloppy. They're not that sloppy. So that had to have happened putting the card in the holder. And that I think that's the first time. There is no doubt that's what happened with my card. It definitely got damaged after the grader graded it, before it got sealed in the slab, or probably while it got sealed in the slab. Wow. Okay. Now this has that lip, which tells me that it's probably Burning Shadows, and it's got little white dots around all these ragged cut corners. And it's a Charizard. Charizard V from Champion's Path Elite Trainer Box. Now this is what I was just talking about. You're going to crack up when you see the pop reports on this. Well, this is probably a 9 or an 8. But if it's a 10, which this is not a 10 quality card. Let's just go ahead and show it. But the pops on this is ridiculous. Compared to what the pop on this card is. Okay. I think it's like an 8. It got a 9, so they did at least take off for that lip around the back. But still, I think there's like 25,000, maybe 28,000 PSA 10s of this card already graded. It came out at the, I think I did a Hobby Talk episode actually on that exact card of how insane how many of these end up getting graded. It came out in the heat of COVID, so to speak, in the middle of the card grading frenzy. That'll be the most graded Pokemon card of all time. I almost know it. Alright, this one looks perfect on the back, a little bit thick on top. Zoroark GX. Man, that looks like a slam dunk 10 to me. Centering looks good. Yep, PSA 10. That's a nice little card there. This was actually a promo. I thought that was from the set, but it's not. Looks like a Hidden Fates card. This one looks perfect on the back. Oh, Dedenne. This was from some sort of special box, but I just bought a single off of Cardinal Gaming, and I thought it was definitely a possibility of a PSA 10. I still feel that way. Come on, PSA 10 on the Dedenne promo. Yeah, alright. I always get extra excited when I get promo cards as PSA 10s because I know how tough it is to get those graded high. Just the way they're packaged. There's a white dot up there, white dot down there. And they just make so... I mean, it seems like they make a billion of the promos, but they don't really compared to the regular Pokemon cards. It's just that you see all these box sets with that card in it, But guess what? There's a huge percentage of those that are never going to get graded, and a huge percentage that aren't going to get 10s. So that's why I like them so much, especially when I get a 10. The back of this card looks good. There's a white dot there. Oh, this is cool. This is actually from Plasma Freeze. Love these plasma sets. They're really unique in the black and white era. That is a cool looking Deoxys EX. Can we get a 10? Nah, there's too much whitening on the corners. I'm gonna say 9. A 9 would be a great grade. Yeah, there we go. I will take PSA 9 on that card. That is sick. Alright, this card. Man, it's tiny, is a little thicker on the top than the bottom, but besides that, it looks pretty perfect. Ah, Mewtwo and Mew Gx. This is not the full art, but this is from Unified Minds. I even love the tag team non-full art cards out of these sets. Come on, let's get a 10. Yes! That's a nice card. PSA 10 on the Mew Mewtwo Gx card. Okay. Man, I do way too much talking on these videos. Alright, the back of this card clearly worn like crazy. All kinds of little wear spots on the top. There's a crease in that bottom corner. Ah, Umbreon. Alright, I know why I sent this in, because it was Umbreon. It's a prime. And it's terrible condition, but I wanted to have one graded. It does, I mean, it's probably a 3. You got a 4. That's actually a generous 4, but I'll take it. It's just such a cool looking card. I wanted to grade one. I do have another one that I sent in to get graded that was nicer. It's not like minty, it was nicer than that one. So I expect the one I sent in to get a little bit better grade than that one. But really cool card. I'm an Umbreon fan. Definitely a little white spot up there. It's thinner on bottom. Oh, that was from Undaunted, by the way. I don't think I said. Quite a bit of wear around the card. Ah, Espeon. Espeon Prime from Undaunted. Now this one's much nicer than the Umbreon. And I actually have a PSA 10 of this card. Oh, there's scratches. So this, I think, could get a 7. Oh, it did get a 7. Whew. Boy, that got into a 7 by the hairs of its chinny chin chin on the Espeon. Wow. Okay. Very tough to grade those, by the way. Man, this video is getting to be long because I talk too much. Alright. The back of this card looks pretty good. I see a slight skew this way, but that apparently has not bothered PSA much on their grades, at least this grader. Now the front looks fine. I do see a little bit of that skew, but it doesn't throw off the look of the card. Can we get a 10? This is from Cosmic Eclipse, Volcarona GX, Rainbow Rare. The Rainbow Rares from Cosmic Eclipse are so tough to pull. Whew. Yes! PSA 10 on the Volcarona Rainbow Secret Rare. Hyper Rare, what do you want to call those things? That's a nice grade. Like, no matter how many of these modern sets get graded, these the Sun and Moon Hyper Rainbow Rare cards are going to always be low pop just because they're just so impossible to pull. Like in certain cards, they made it wasn't hard to pull a hyper rare, but to pull a particular one is super tough because there were so many, and they're on top of that super tough to pull. This card looks perfect on the back. Can we end this box on a PSA 10 on a beady, whatever you want to call this card, from Sword and Shield? That looks like a 10. Yes, PSA 10 on the bead. All right, we'll stop the video there. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next part.